It is an ancient mariner who stoppeth one of three. By thy long grey beard and glittering eye, now wherefore stoppest thou me? The bridegroom's doors are opened wide, and I am next of kin. The feast is set, the guests are met, must hear the merry din. He holds him with his skinny hand. There was a ship, quoth he. Hold off, unhand me, greybeard loon. Eftsoons his hand dropped he. He holds him with his glittering eye. The wedding guest stood still, and listens like a 3 years child. The mariner hath his will. Those are the opening stanzas to the Rime of the Ancient Mariner by Samuel Taylor Coleridge. And I used to be able to recite actually all 625 lines, but that was a while ago. But you may wonder why bringing that up. Well, I'm going to turn the camera around here now and look at the chart. And so back in 2008 on the globe, as we were coming along here similarly, we actually passed close aboard Adams Island. I was able to just see it in the evening, and I was wondering what might be in there. And I'll scroll out here a little bit. You can see here North Island, South Island of New Zealand. So these are the Auckland Islands to the south of New Zealand. So I scrolled in and saw Adams Island here, scrolled in a little further, and then as I got in a little bit, bingo, Coleridge Bay. And why that was important was that along on that chart that I had at the time, that digital chart, there were albatross icons along here indicating that this was a rookery. And it would make sense, of course, over here 50 degrees, 55 minutes south, pretty far south, so might be a good place for a rookery for albatross. And whether there was any connection here, whether Samuel Taylor Coleridge had in fact visited the islands and saw the albatross and then wrote the poem, or a mariner had read the poem and dedicated or named the bay after Samuel Taylor Coleridge after seeing the albatross. The albatross, of course, playing a prominent role in the poem as the ship sails south. It's at length did cross an albatross, through the fog it came. As if it had been a Christian soul, we hailed it in God's name. It ate the food we ne'er had eat, round and round it flew. The ice did split with a thunder fit, the helmsman steered us through. And a good south wind sprung up behind, the albatross did follow. And every day for food or play came to the mariners hello. And obviously great good luck coming because of the albatross arriving. But then the ancient mariner, with my crossbow, I shot the albatross, and thereafter all manner of bad luck happens to the ship and crew. So from that poem, of course, so many wonderful stanzas have come. Oh, sleep it is a gentle thing, beloved from pole to pole. To Mary Queen the praise be given. She sent the gentle sleep from heaven that slipped into my soul. I love that one. And then, of course, the alone, alone, all alone, alone on a wide, wide sea. And never a saint took pity on this soul in agony. You can relate to that down here in the London globe, in the deep south, the cold and the gales. And, of course, the iconic water, water everywhere, and all the boards did shrink. Water, water everywhere, nor any drop to drink. And, of course, that's why we have the desalinator on board, to make that water that you can't drink drinkable. Anyway, if anybody has any idea as to whether there's a connection there, I certainly like to think that there is. Whether Samuel Taylor Coleridge visited, saw the albatross and wrote the poem, or whether he wrote the poem and a mariner had read it and then saw the bay and the rookery and dedicated it to him. It would be interesting to know. So let us know if you find out or have any knowledge about that. Great American 4 off for today.